18 is when the player rating started. So let's start with Leno first and foremost. I don't think it's a game to be OTT. I don't think it's a game to be OTT. Again, respect everyone's opinions. You lot can get at mine all you want, you know, but people in the comments allow it to each other. You lot are allowed your opinions. Don't let people discourage you. You know, we're all watching the game through different lenses. Like, you know, it is what it is. But I give Leno a 7. Didn't have much to do, but he did what he needed to. He bailed us out with his save. You know, I felt sorry for him because he's in possession and there's no movement at all for him. I'm the first to speak about when Leno's played poor, but he done all right yesterday, man. He done all right's an understatement. He did what he needed to do. Like SS said, there's 127 of you and there's only 81 likes. Can we get that up to 100 people? Can we get that up to 100? So I'm giving Leno a 7 personally, people. Next, we're gonna go with, and just bearing in mind, I've watched the game again with just to show you lot, people. We've got tactical review business as well to come. So we're in for the long time. We're in for a long run. So I'm giving Leno a 7. David Luiz, personally, I gave you a 6 last night. Watching the game again, I'm going to give you a 5. I actually think I couldn't have asked more from Rob Holding and David Luiz. I'm going to give Rob Holding a 6. I think the only time Rob Holding struggled is when he was pulled into wide areas in the second half as it got open, but he looked like he wanted to score more than our attackers. I know people don't rate Holding, but I couldn't have asked anything more from him. I think Rob Holding firmly deserves his 6 personally. So a 5 for David Luiz. I've actually marked him down 1 from yesterday, personally. So yeah, Maitland-Niles, I'm sorry, bro. You know, you did have some good touches, but I can't get over the misplaced passes and all of these sort of things. So I'm giving Maitland-Niles, and let me respect him a bit. You know, Maitland-Niles, put his proper name. He's got to get a 3. Yes, he's got ring rust, and he's a bit, you know, he ain't been allowed to keep up match fitness, but you didn't stake a claim for yourselves. I think you was quite poor. I gave him a 4 yesterday. I'm going to give him a 3, people. I think he really struggled, personally. You know, am I missing out a defender? Hector Bellerin. I'm undecided because I think Bellerin gets a 5 from what I saw, but just about nicks it. But terrible going forward, inconsistent crosses. I think, you know, especially when Pepe came on, and that's why for me I was saying take off Maitland-Niles, put Saka left back and put Pepe. But now that I look back of it, could it have been worth? And again, Maitland-Niles deserved to come off. Could it have been worth Maitland-Niles going right back with Pepe because they've got a better relationship? You know, Pepe and Bellerin look like strangers, and you saw it. Bellerin started dropping off. Pepe was anonymous for his own reasons, but it was poor. I think Bellerin first half he done all right. I don't think he was terrible. I think 5 is a decent one. It is what it is. Adam, you said 7.5 for Bellerin. I think you're buzzing, but fair play. Everyone's allowed an opinion. I mean, no malice with that. But that's where our back 3 went. Personally, I think Bellerin did a lot better than our attacking players. Speaking about Xhaka, now you lot can give Xhaka whatever you want. I think I'm going to give him a 6. You know, he could get a 7, but I have to give him a 6 because I have to discount chasing your own mistakes. He did lose the ball a lot. He did make some stupid fouls. But for every stupid foul and giving the ball away, I think Xhaka put himself around. Like I can see, on one hand, I'm not praising him for that because as a midfielder, you have to put yourself around. But I think Xhaka bailed us out with a number of good tackles. You know, he made some important challenges. He at least tried. I'm not really trying to praise man for trying and putting himself around. But, you know, I can't tell you really if Aubameyang, Lacazette, Saka, Smith Rowe were really playing as much as I love them. But I think they deserve 6s. Moving away from that, you know, Bellerin could really get a 4 as well, really. I could really discount Bellerin for the second half. I think he lost it in the second half. Bellerin's flirting with a 4, man, really and truly. Essa said DG is harsh with the ratings. The Roy Keane of Arsenal YouTube. Fair play, I'll take that. You know, football is a different game. I don't know who you lot are, but I can only comment on what I see. And a 5 for me might be a 6 for you lot. A 7 for me might be an 8 for you lot. I can only go on what I believe in. I'm not gonna twerk because you lot agree with it. I think Xhaka done all right, but it's a 6. You know, I have higher standards, people, really and truly. I have high standards of this football club, regardless of they are, and I understand ball. So I don't think it's a 7 performance. Moving forward, you know, Xhaka, 6. Ceballos, you know, based on credit of the first half. Why is my brain not working? Why can't I spell Ceballos? Oh, why can't you not ever get this? Can someone spell Ceballos, please? I can't spell Ceballos. What's going on? I've completely forgot how you spell Danny Ceballos. Fix that. I don't know what happened there, people, but I completely forgot how to spell Yeah, you know, I apologize for that. So let's actually put Sabah's name properly. What the hell? You don't ever get that way. Your brain just stops working, people. To be fair with you, I disagree, Danny. I think, you know, I don't really think there was a good player. I don't think there's a man of the match personally. I really don't. I think Ceballos started very well and then he lost it really and truly, personally. So I'm giving him a 5. I think I saw a fantastic player in the first half. I think I saw a anonymous one in the second. I think he stopped trying to thingy, man, trying to play them difficult passes. Really, I'm gonna give Smith Rowe a 5. I gave him a 4 last night. And watching the game again, I think he can get a 5 just because I saw him a tiny bit. But again, he's anonymous. On another day, he's flirting with a 4. Bellerin's flirting with a 4 personally as well. I love Bukayo Saka, and Saka, nothing changes, but he's human. He's been due a bad game. Bukayo Saka for me is a 4. You know, set pieces. I don't know what's wrong with at this club, but nobody can take a set piece. Saka can't take a set piece. Nelson can't take a set piece. Willian and Pepe can't take corners. I don't know what's going on. Nothing happened for Saka. He was a marked man, and I guess that's what Saka's gonna have to deal with now. You're not you're a sort of marked man now. People know who you are. They know what you're about, sort of thing. You know, and you're gonna have to deal with that. You're not a breath of fresh air, a young player that they know nothing about. You're a marked man. And he's gonna have to deal with it. To be fair with you, I can't. Do you know what? I'm gonna go with my initial one. I'm going with a 4 for Saka, 4 for Smith Rowe. Watching the game again, I was thinking I was a bit harsh, maybe a 5 thing, but then I look at it, as much as I think these lot are great players, you know, they're young players. They are gonna have anonymous games. I think they marked Smith Rowe out the game. Really, he put a couple of decent balls in and huffed and puffed, but genuinely weren't there. I think even when Saka went to left back, I think he was struggling. You saw in the second half, Bellerin and him, they were leaving a lot of space on the counter attack. Personally, people. So, like I said, Bellerin is flirting with a 4 right now. Please hit the like button. We need more like, and we're with 100 people, 100 likes, people. So for me, Saka gets a 4, Smith Rowe gets a 4. I stand behind these Highland players, but they get 4s. Aubameyang, again, I don't think it was the worst of games from Aubameyang, but again, anonymous, ineffective. You know, he did have the one shot, I'll give him, that seemed to work, Rita, but he didn't do anything. There was a poor cross from Bellerin that he kept alive, but I think he gets a 4. I think it's a 4. You know, Lacazette for me is also a 4. You know, I didn't see you. I can talk about lack of service, but I didn't see them and them about. Really and truly, I think I'm missing out a player, people. So let me please go and check the lineups. Obviously, the subs, it is what it is, man. Have we got all the players here? I think I'm missing out someone part of that front three. No, I'm not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's the starting 11. That's my player ratings for them, and there. It is what it is. We move forward. Subs now, bro. Pepe, 4. You know, he done his thing defensively, tried, but again, it's the same old with Pepe. You know, really, he could say a 3. I know it's difficult when you're not playing, and obviously he didn't start the game to get into the groove of things, but I think it's a 4. Eddie Nketiah is an NA because he didn't play enough. Who was the last of Partey? Do you know what I think? Partey, and I'm gonna give Partey a 5. You know, again, didn't play long enough really to get anything higher, but I couldn't have asked Partey for it. You know what? I'll give Partey a 6 for minutes he played, because I don't think he did anything wrong. I think, you know, Eze tried to nutmeg him and he showed him that Eze's uncle. You know, that's one positive, that Partey came back and had some decent touches. But apart from that, it is what it is in that regards, people. It just was a woeful day at the office, people. So that's my player ratings, to be fair with you.